as Gatlin Keeling steps up. Be tough to get one out center here. You might be able to pull one down the line, 310 each way, but dead center 365 with wind pushing into your face. Jameson looks in. Right-handed thrower. Draws back, fires in. Gatlin sends this out into right center. Playable. Right fielder rolls over, makes the play for out number one. One pitch, one out. Gatlin makes some contact, though. Here comes Brylan. As Brylan comes up to the plate, batting from the right side. As we said, he'll be pitching today for the Panthers. Jameson looks in, pitch on the way, and this one popped up in foul territory. Can they run it down? And not able to get there. Goes for strike one. 0-1 goes the count. Brylan steps back in, and then 0-1 count. On deck, Caden Richardson, another senior. Senior loaded group. Jameson looks in. Fires home and watches that one catch the outside corner with a fastball. 0-2 goes the count. 0-2 count, one out, nobody on for him as we get started here in the top of the first inning. Jameson throws it to the plate, misses outside. 1-2 go the count. Pretty nice ball field here. A little complex, several fields around us. Pitch on the way. Misses outside, 2-2 goes the count. So after Brylan falls down 0-2, he battles back to a 2-2 with one out. Mayberry digs in. He's way back in the box, too. Rears back, fires to the plate. High fastballs pulled out into left field. Gets down. That'll be a single for Brylan. Brings Caden Richardson up to the plate. Richardson, the catcher for the Panthers, comes up, bats from the right side, has a runner at first for him. Hoyt Matthews on deck. Caden sets up. Softball girls playing today, by the way. They're going to be over in the Salem tournament. They had a win last night over Plato. High fastball misses 1-0. They get a 9-8 win last night over Plato. They travel back over to the Salem tournament today. First game up for them will be Potosi. Then we'll kind of see how it falls from there. Checks off at first, looks in. Checks again, runner goes. Pitch is there, slide is under the tag, safe. The throw drew the second baseman to the first base side. Brylan slides in safe. 1-1 count, one out gone. Caden digs back in, RBI opportunity here, see if he can bring him around. Checks off back at second, pitch on the way. This one drilled right back to him. Pitcher makes a good play there. Brylan gets back as he was looking to double him up. Hoyt Matthews comes up to the plate. Where's Hoyt playing today? Playing third base. Starts off with an open stance. Runner back at second. Pitcher steps off. 2 outs gone, and Brylan back there. Looks in, sets him up to the outside. Pitch on the way, comes back in. Swing and miss, strike one. Went off speed. 0-1 count. That's Dobson behind the plate for the Mountaineers, by the way. So Jameson checks off, looks back in. Pitch on the way. That one there for strike two. 0-2 goes the count. 0-2 and 2 outs gone. Matthews in the cleanup spot. As Carson Allen on deck. Jameson checks off, looks back in. Pitch on the way, misses with a high fastball. Tried to see if he'd go up after one. 1-2 goes the count. Hoyt digs in as Jameson looks in. Comes set, checks off back at second. Pitch coming home, and this one fought off and fouled. Fights that off to keep the at-bat alive here. Hoyt digs back in. Jameson checks back off on Bryland again, looks home, pitch on the way. This one drilled and gets through. Oh, excuse me, I've got one block. Shortstop able to make the play. I thought it was going to be able to get by the shortstop out in the center there. Shortstop makes a play and grounds into a 6-3. So we leave one stranded as we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball. First one misses high and into Dobson. It's a 1-0 count as Bryland brings the next one in too. Misses high, 2-0 goes the count to start him off. Dobson leads off, Anderson on deck. Bryland Mayberry looks into Richardson. Richardson sets him up to the inside. Pitch on the way. This one popped up center field. Gabe takes a few steps in, makes the play, pops him up to center. Zaire Anderson comes up wearing the number 7, plays first base, bats from the right side for the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. He digs in from the right side as Bryland looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one thrown to the backstop. 1-0 goes the count. Caden sets up to the inside. Pitch on the way. This one jammed him a little, able to fight it off. 1-1 count. Tried to pull those hands inside. He couldn't get there. Just got a piece of it. 1-1 count as Bryland looks in. Brings it home. The ball had some movement, just missed outside. 2-1 count. Bryland kicks and fires. This one in on his hands and fouled off. 2-2 goes the count. 2-2 with one out gone and nobody on here as Bryland looks into Caden. Kicks, fires to the plate. Swing, a miss, strike 3. Bryland collects his first strikeout of the day. Rauscher comes up to the plate. Second baseman for the Mountaineers digs in from the right side. Kicks, fires home. Fastball fouled off. Behind on that one. 0-1 count. So Rauscher at the plate. Jameson, the pitcher, on deck. Excuse the little bit of wind noise. Pitch on the way, and this one swung on and missed. Pops away from Caden, puts him in an 0-2 count. 2 outs gone and nobody on. No score, bottom of the first inning. Mayberry looks in as Richardson will pass him the signs. It's an 0-2 count. See if we can get him to chase something. Pitch on the way, comes back inside and pops it back. Fouls another one off. Oh, 2 with 2 outs. Again, the girls traveling over to Salem today for the tournament. If y'all can make it. This one fouled off again. So he's keeping his at-bat alive, still on an 0-2 count. Bryland looks in. Caden trying to set him up here, and the batter will call time. Step out. Rauscher steps back in the batter's box as Bryland's ready to go. Kicks, fires home. This one low. 1-2 goes the count. One, 2. Pitch on the way from Bryland. Comes back high and in. 2-2 goes the count. 2-2 count, 2 outs gone. Nobody on for Rauscher, batting in the 3-hole. Bottom of the first inning at Mount Vernon. Kicks and fires. This one popped back foul. Back onto the field behind us. He's fouled off several. Pitcher on deck and Jameson. 2-2 with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. This one popped up, playable and right into foul territory, but won't be able to get there. They have a lot of room in the foul territory. A long run to go there for Harker. So he'll come back and try it again. 2-2 with 2 outs. Still with Rauscher at the plate. Second baseman for the Mountaineers digs in. Bryland sets, comes home, misses high and in. Ball 3, full count. Bryland looks in, Caden sets him up. Kicks and fires, fastball, fouled off. Another one fouled. He just keeps fighting through this at bat. He was down 0-2, fought back to a 3-2. It's a good at bat for him. Bryland trying to figure out how to get this guy out. Kicks, fires, and in there, gets him looking, strike 3. That'll do it here in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second inning with no score. Due up for the Panthers. We'll lead off with Carson, Allen, Linton, and Hoy coming up as we send it back. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Carson Allen comes up to the plate as Carson digs in from the right side. Carson playing first base, senior for the Panthers. Jameson looks in, pitch on the way. Carson watches it, catch the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 goes the count. On deck, senior center fielder Gabe Linton. Looks in, pitch coming home. Fastball just catches the outside corner, falls to an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 goes the count. Carson digs in. Wind's picking up a little bit. Pitch on the way. Checked at it, let it go. Ball one, missed high. 1-2 goes the count. That wind pushing just straight in. Swirling a little bit, but coming right in. 365, dead center. Pitch on the way. Catches the inside corner, gets him looking. Strike three called. Gabe Linton comes up to the plate, senior center fielder for the Panthers. Thanks, Justin. Gabe steps in. Pitch on the way and misses low and away, ball one. 1-0 count, 1 out, gone for Gabe. On deck with Braden Hoy. Pitch on the way, misses outside, 2-0. Jameson looks in, comes set, kicks his leg, fires home, and just misses outside. Gabe's in a 3-0 count here. He can hunt his pitch. 3-0. Looks in, pitch coming, and catches the outside corner with a fastball, 3-1. Three-one count, 1 out, nobody on for Gabe. Jameson comes to the plate with it, misses high and in, ball 4. Gabe takes a base. So Gabe draws the walk, put a runner over at first, brings up to the plate Braden Hoy. Puts Harker on deck. Braden digs in, Gabe takes his lead over at first. Pitch on the way, shows bunt, backs off, snap throw down to first, not in time. Pitch count goes 1-0. Looks in, runner takes his lead. Pitch on the way and watches that one catch the outside corner, strike one. A little delayed on the call. 1-1 count with 1 out. Runner takes his lead as Jameson looks in. Pitch coming home. Catches him at the knees. Strike 2 called. Pitch count goes 1-2 to Braden. On deck, number 21, right fielder, Trace Harker. Checks off at first, looks in, pitch on the way, started at it, and said he'd come around. Strike 3. Trace Harker comes up to the plate wearing the number 21, right fielder, freshman for the Panthers. See if he can get the batted going here. You got Gabe over at first. We've already left one stranded in the first. Throw over, keeps Gabe honest. He gets back. Destin Unger on deck for the Panthers. 2 outs gone. Gabe takes his lead. Harker digs in from the right side. Pitch on the way. Misses high, ball 1. 1-0 count. Checks back over at first, comes set, pitch coming. Swing, a miss for strike 1. And nope. I believe they just called a balk. So Gabe will move on over to second off the balk call. So pitch count stay 1-0 here with 2 outs. Gabe moves on over to second. Looks in, comes set, checks off back at second. Pitch coming home, goes off speed, drops it in there for a strike. Pitch count 1-1, 2 outs gone. Jameson looks in, checks off on Gabe at second. Pitch coming home for Trace Harker. Trace able to get one through. That'll bring Destin Unger up to the plate as the Panthers lead at 1-0 in the top of the second inning. Top of the order awaits behind Unger with Gatling Keeling on deck. Tag wasn't there. Harker picks up a base, moves over to second. Unger in an 0-1 count as he steps back in. 0-1, 2 outs gone. Runner stands at second base as Jameson looks in. Checks off on his runner, looks back, pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 2. Unger stepping back in an 0-2 count. Harker takes his lead back at second, checks off on him, looks to the plate. Pitch coming in, catches him looking, strike 3 called. And that'll take us to the bottom of the second inning, but not before the Panthers take a 1-0 lead. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers lead at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning at Mount Vernon, playing the Mountaineers today. And leading it off, Jameson come up. Ross on deck. Leaper will be after him. They're 1, 2, and 3, being the 4, 5, and 6 hole. Jameson digs in from the right side. He is the pitcher for the Mountaineers, looking to help his own cause here. Bryland brings it to the plate, misses high and in, 1-0. Bryland struck out 2 in the last inning, had 1 pop up to center field. Pitch on the way, spikes this one, 2-0 goes the count. Jameson at the plate for the Mountaineers. Behind the plate, Caden Richardson, Carson Allen over at first, second base with Destin Unger at third with Hoyt Matthews, shortstop Gatling Keeling. This one misses high, 3-0. Braden Hoy out in left field, Gabe Linton in center, and Trace Harker playing right field. Pitch on the way, showed bunt, backed off, let it go by for strike 1. 3-1 count. Bryland looks in, kicks his leg, fires home, and hits him. Puts one on at first. Caden goes out to talk it over with him. Ross comes up to the plate wearing the number 17. He's a DH. He's DHing for Gann, who's playing right field. They will bring in a courtesy runner, look like number 24. Hudson Gaddy. So Gaddy's running the bags for the pitcher. They'll snap throw over to first. He gets back in time. Trying to go to the pickoff. Checks off, looks in, pitch on the way. This one just missed inside. Left-handed batter, by the way. 1-0 goes the count. Runner takes his lead. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Gets back and is safe. Checks off. Runner goes. Pitch coming home. Throw from Caden to second is waiting there. Not like the ball popped away from Gatlin. Couldn't see where the ball was. Thought he was there in time for the tag. Runner is safe. 1-1 count. Brylan checks off back at second, looks to the plate, checks again, pitch on the way. This one fouled back, takes the count to 1-2. 1-2 count. Richardson sets up back behind the plate. Batter's ready in the left-hand box there. Runner takes his lead back at second. Brylan checks on him again. Looks in, pitch coming, and just missed outside. 2-2. Two-two count. No outs. Bottom of the second inning. Panthers lead it by 1. Pitch on the way, and this one fouled off his foot. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner stands at second. That'd be the tying run for the Mountaineers. At the plate right now is Ross, the DH. Leaper on deck, left fielder. Ross digs in from the left side. Brylan looks into Caden in a 2-2 count. Checks off on the runner back at second, looks to the plate, pitch on the way, and they're bringing him back. He was over the plate, leaned into a pitch. Ump says you got to come back. Now we're going to have a discussion here at the plate. Two goes the count. Panthers lead at 1-0, bottom of the second inning as Ross comes back to try again here. Ump says that he leaned into it. Brylan looks in, checks off back at second. Brings it to the plate, misses high and away. So they actually call that ball 4, so saying the one that he leaned into was a ball as well. Puts runners at first and second. Leaper comes up to the plate. Digs in from the right side. Leaper plays left field for the Mountaineers. Brylan checks off on his runner back at second. Throws it over to Unger. Runner gets back and is safe. Panthers lead it by 1, but the Mountaineers threatening here. Leaper digs in from the right side. Pitch on the way, and he bunted that one. It popped back on him. Make sure he's okay. Like it got him in the face, knocked his helmet off. Make sure he's okay. High fastball, and he was just under it. Popped right back into him. 0-1 count. Checks back at second. Checks again, looks in, shows bunt. Lays it down. Back to Brylan, who bobbled it. No throw. Everybody's safe. Coach Kaufman wants to talk this one over. Bases loaded up with no outs. We're going to kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country. 99 first pitch, misses high and in. 1-0 goes the count. Bases juiced here as Johnston digs in. Pitch on the way, swing and miss. Excuse me, that's Jones at the plate. Strike one. Johnston on deck. Bases juiced, no outs. Bottom of the second inning. In a little trouble here. Bryland brings it to the plate. This one fouled off. 1-2 goes the count. Strikeout would be huge here. It's a 1-2 count. Bryland looks into Caden. Caden sets him up. Jones at the plate for the Mountaineers. Pitch on the way and a 1-2 count. Misses high. Trying to see if he can get him to elevate on something. 2-2. Bryland looks in. Shakes one off. Now looks in, pitch on the way. This one gets down into right field. That drops. Then gets back behind Harker. A little more trouble. And that'll put runners at the corners as two come across to score. Mountaineers take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second inning and still no outs. As Coach Kaufman's going to come out. Looks like he's going to make a pitching change here in the bottom of the second inning. As he does that, we're going to kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers fall down to 2-1 here in the bottom of the second. Still no outs. Runners on the corners. And he gets Hoyt Matthews to come in here, see if he can get something. Get some outs here in the bottom of the second. Runners on the corners, pitch on the way, and this bunt gets down. Hoyt charges it, flips it home. No outs, runner's safe, slides under it. Little suicide squeeze there, pays off. Puts runners at first and second. Panthers trail by 2 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. Zerby comes up, top of the order, awaits behind him. This inning's been a bit of a mess. Hit by pitch, walked batter. Had a bunt get down for a single. Then gives up single to right field. Now we had another bunt get down. Still no outs. Pitch on the way. This one pop back right back behind me. Strike one. 0-1 goes the count. Zerby at the plate. We're in the bottom of the second inning at Mount Vernon. Nice, sunny, cool day. It is up on the YouTube page, by the way. Shows bunt, pitch on the way, lays it down. Throw to first gets away from Unger, who's covering at first. Runners will be safe now at second and third, and it brings another run in. It's just one of those innings. Takes us to the top of the order. Caden comes up and gets that ball, making a throw over there to Unger. Like it one hop to him, but gets back away from him. So now runners at second and third, still no outs and an 0-1 count. Or excuse me, no count, they still have it up on the board. That one misses, 1-0. Big inning here for the Mountaineers. Hoyt checks off, looks to the plate, pitch on the way. Fastball's popped up into foul territory and won't be able to get that one. Pitch count goes 1-1. Last time Dobson was at the plate, he popped it up to center field. Dobson, the catcher for the Mountaineers, digs in from the right side as Hoyt checks off. Hoyt looks in, pitch on the way, off speed, and catches the outside corner, strike two. Pitch count goes 1-2. Runners take their lead. No outs and a 1-2 count. Trailing by 3. Pitch on the way, misses high. 2-2 goes the count. Hoyt looks back into Caden, who sets him up. Checks off, looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one just threw his bat at it. Pops it up over to the shortstop. Runners get back, 1 out. So Gatlin makes the catch for out number 1, brings Anderson up to the plate, struck out in his last at bat. Bats from the right side, plays first base, wears the number 7. 1 out gone, he has 2 runners in scoring position. Checks off on his runners, looks to the plate, pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 1. Hoyt checks off again and looks in, and the 1-0 count, pitch on the way. Misses, catches inside, sorry. Excuse me there, Hoyt. The delayed reaction, I thought he was going to call it a ball. 1-1 count. 1 out gone, pitch on the way, and this one misses outside, 2-1. So started off the day, Bryland had a good first inning. Had a 1 pop-up center field, struck out 2, come back. And just an inning of goofy stuff here in the second. Pitch on the way, and there at the knees, strike 2. 2-2 count. Two with 1 out gone as Matthews looks in. Checks off, comes home with it. This one grounded to short. Gatlin not able to make the play. Booted it at short there. Runner will be safe. Brings 1 more in. Panthers trail by 4 runs. Rauscher comes up, struck out in his last at bat. He's the one that had that long at bat. Fouled off several. Felt an 0-2 count. Battled it back full and just kept fouling stuff off. Pitch on the way, misses high, 1-0. Rauscher plays second base for the Mountaineers. He has runners on the corners with one out. Wynn carrying a bunch of dirt through the infield. Pitch on the way. Misses high and in. 2-0. They have officially batted around, by the way. He'd be the 9th hitter to bat here in the second inning. Runner goes, pitch on the way, lets it go. He'll be safe at second. They're trying to set up a throw to second, see if they can sneak another one by. Pitch count goes 3-0 as Hoyt looks in. The pitcher on deck, and Jameson. Hoyt checks him, shakes one off there. Looks in, pitch on the way, and got him. Strike one. Three-one count. Rauscher at the plate. Runners take their lead at second and third. Hoyt checks off, looks in, pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Swung over the curveball. It's a full count. Still in the bottom of the second inning, one out gone. And just call a balk. And sends a runner home. Gives up another run here in the bottom of the second. Panthers now trail by 5. Full count, runner stands at third. Hoyt looks in, pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 3. Two outs gone. Here comes the guy who led it all off. He was hit by a pitch to lead off this inning as Jameson digs in. Runner stands at third as Hoyt looks in. Pitch on the way. High fastball. Misses. 1-0. Coach talked about this during Coach's Corner yesterday. He planned to use a few different pitchers today. Pitch on the way. And said that one missed outside. It's a 2-0 count. So Mayberry started it off. Hoyt comes in right after him. 2-0 with 2 outs. Looks in, pitch on the way, and just got the inside corner, strike 1. 2-1 goes the count. Panthers always travel well. Good crowd here today. Pitch on the way, and this one popped up left field. Braden Hoy goes back and makes the play for out number 3. Flies him out to left field, but not before they put up 6 runs in the bottom of the second inning. We go to the top of the third. Panthers trail it 6-1 as we send it back. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Coming up for the Panthers, Gatlin Keeling, Brylan Mayberry, and Caden Richardson. Be your 1, 2, and 3 as we'll be back to the top of the order. Excuse me, looks like Sam Peterson will be coming in for Brylan. So Sam on deck as Gatlin digs in. Gatlin flied out to right field in his last at bat. Brings it home and catches the outside corner, looking 0-1. Jameson looks in, comes set, fires home. This one pop, center or right center, rolls over. Oh, thought we were going to have a collision. Center fielder makes the play. Right fielder pulled off of it. So Gatlin's made contact, just hitting the two guys right now. That'll fly out to right field, now fly out to center field. Here comes Sam Peterson. Sam digs in, his first at bat of the day. Pitch on the way, misses outside, chased it out there. Kind of threw his bat head out there after it. Just a bit outside, 0-1 count though. Oh, 1 with 1 out. Looks in, pitch on the way. Outside again. 1-1. Sam said not going to do it twice. Learned a lesson. It's 1-1 with 1 out, down by 5 runs, top of the third inning. Looks in, pitch on the way, and this one takes a couple hops to second base, gets under his glove, and Sam Peterson will be safe. Well, we had enough bad breaks in the last inning. Maybe we can get some going our way here. 1 out gone, Sam Peterson at first base. Here comes Caden Richardson. Richardson comes up. He had the line out right back to the pitcher in his last at bat. Checks off on Peterson. He'll throw over to first. High throw. Goes up and gets it. Hoyt Matthews on deck. Pitch coming home. Misses high. 1-0. It's a 1-0 count. Jameson looks in, set him up. Dobson behind the plate for the Mountaineers. So he'll pass him the signs. Checks off on Peterson, comes home, misses high, 2-0. Two-0 count. Peterson takes his lead over at first. Comes set, fires home, and tough one. Called strike 1. Two-one count. Checks off on Peterson again, looks in. 1 out gone. Richardson at the plate. Pitch on the way, and this one into right field, and that'll be a single for Caden Richardson. Puts him at first and second. Hoyt Matthews coming up, made contact last time, grounded out in the 6-3. So grounded out to the shortstop. Carson Allen on deck as Hoyt comes in. Hoyt now pitching. Started his day off over at third base. Peterson comes in to play third as Hoyt moved to the mound. So Murphy will be the courtesy runner for Caden Richardson. Checks off on his runner. 1 out gone. They're at first and second for the Panthers and steps off. Down by 5 runs here in the top of the third inning, but you've got a couple on the pond. Pitch on the way. This one grounded. Can be a tough play to make and won't make it. Infield single there for Hoyt Matthews. Tried to flip it over to second base, not in time. It was a long ways to go for the third baseman, shortstop. Third baseman is able to get a glove on it. And that'll be an infield single for Hoyt Matthews. Carson comes up to the plate. Carson struck out in his last at bat. He's got the bases juiced and 1 out gone. Pitch on the way and watches that one go by. Strike 1 called. Gabe Linton on deck. Jameson looks in, pitch on the way, and just caught the outside corner, strike two. Oh, 2 counts. Carson steps back in. Bases loaded up. Pitch coming to the plate. Swing and miss, strike three. Brings Gabe Linton up to the plate. He walked in his last at bat. Two outs gone, and the base is loaded for Gabe as he digs in from the right side. Senior center fielder. Sorry for the wind noise, folks. Breeze picking up a little bit. Pitch on the way, and this one out into center, get down, and made the play. Wow. Charges the ball, able to get a glove under it, makes the play in center field. Panthers leave them loaded up here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Panthers trail it 6-1. So we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers trailing by 5 runs here. Score 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Mountaineers had a big inning, put up all 6 in the bottom of the second. I'll lead it off here at the DH. Ross from the left side. Pitch on the way. Carson Allen, by the way, is now in to pitch. Catches the outside corner. Strike one called. Last at bat for Ross, he was walked. 0-1 count. Pitch on the way from Carson. And it's there. Strike two. Puts him in the 0-2 hole in a hurry. So Carson, third pitcher of the day for the Panthers. Started off with Brylan, went to Hoyt, now Carson. Don't be surprised if we don't see a couple more. Coach talked about that during the coach's show. He planned on getting some arms in. Swing and miss, strike three. Had him on a fastball high and away, and he chased it. Leaper coming up. Weather number 22. Plays left field. His last, let's see here. Had a bunt single in his last at bat. Pitch on the way. And said that one missed high, 1-0. Carson comes set, fires home. Checked, started to come around, laid off, 2-0 count. Pitch on the way from Carson, misses high, puts him in a 3-0. So Leaper at the plate, 3-0 count, 1 out gone, and nobody on for him. Panthers trailing 6-1 in the bottom of the third inning. Carson fires to the plate, fastball right down the middle, strike one. Three-one count. Carson brings it to the plate. This one popped up Right center, right fielder goes over. That's Harker, makes the play for out number 2. So Leaper flies out to Trace Harker in right field. 2 outs gone and nobody on. As here comes Jones. He had a single in his last at bat and drove in 2 runs. Jones digs in from the right side. Nobody on for him and 2 outs. Pitch on the way from Carson, and this one fouled off. 0-1 count. Oh, 1, 2 outs gone, nobody on. Jones digs in from the right side, wearing the number 3, plays third base. Caden passes him the signs. Carson brings it to the plate, and this one pop back, gets down into center field, and that'll be a single. So Jones now 2 for 2 on the day. Here comes Johnston, plays shortstop. He bunted on his last at bat. He was on with the suicide squeeze, had the RBI, and they couldn't throw him out at first. Johnston comes up from the right side. 2 outs gone and a runner at first. Carson looks in, pitch on the way. Misses low, 1-0. Count, 2 outs gone. Carson looks in, Caden sets him up. Pitch on the way, and that was inside, 2-0. Count, 2 outs gone. Carson looks in, pitch on the way, misses high, ball 3. So Johnston will be on the take here. Batting in the 8-hole has Zerby, the 9-hitter, right behind him. Pitch on the way. Down the middle, strike 1. 3-1 count, runner at first and 2 outs gone. Carson checks off on his runner. Jones takes the lead over at first. Carson looks in, pitch on the way, misses high, ball 4. That'll bring Zerby up. Plays center field. He bunted and was able to get on with a bunt last time as well. Zerby digs in from the right side. Runners at first and second. Top of the order awaits behind him with 2 outs gone. Carson checks off, pitch on the way, misses outside, 1-0. It's a 1-0 count. Game is up on the YouTube channel, by the way, if you want to go check it out. Looks in, pitch coming. This one pop foul. Back onto the Little League field behind us. Caden goes out to talk it over with Carson. Tosses him a ball. 1-1 count, 2 outs gone. Runners at first and second. Panthers trail by 5 runs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Carson looks in as Caden will pass him a sign. Checks off at second, looks back to the plate, pitch on the way, and just missed outside, 2-1. Carson looking in, runners take their lead. Checks back at second, looks in, pitch on the way, and this one fouled back. Pitch count goes 2-2. Deuces are wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on right now at first and second. Carson Allen, the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Panthers. Looks in, shakes one off. He's good to go. 2-2. Checks off, brings it home. And that one looked like it got Caden's wrist. Like it came in. He's kind of holding that glove hand. A little funny. Full count as that one popped away from him. Caden's going out to talk it over with Carson. I don't know if it was the... We're trying to get the signs down or what we've got going here. Like he got a piece of Caden's hand or wrist, something there. Tells Coach Kaufman he's good to go. Full count, runners now at second and third, though. They do advance as the ball was able to get away from Caden. Looks in, fires home. And missed inside, ball 4. So 2 outs gone, bases loaded up, top of the order coming up. Dobson will lead it off. He has a fly out to center field. Last time he popped out to Gatlin over at short. Dobson digs in. Carson looks in. Caden will pass him the signs. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Got maybe just a piece of it. 0-1. 0-1 count. 2 outs gone. Carson looks in. See if he can keep him off the board here in the bottom of the third. Pitch on the way. Off speed. Had him way out front. 0-2. 0-2 count. Dobson digs back in from the right side. Anderson on deck. Pitch on the way, and this one chopped to the shortstop and throws it to second for the force as he will ground him into a 6-4 for the third out. And that'll do it at the bottom of the third as we'll head to the top of the fourth inning. Trailing 6-1, the Mountaineers leave them loaded. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. As the throwdown comes in, Dobson took a little time getting his gear on. He was the last out for the Mountaineers, so had a little more time there. We'll go to the top of the fourth inning. Braden Hoy comes up to the plate. So he'll lead it off left fielder. He's a junior for the Panthers, wearing the number 11. What did Braden do last time? Struck out last time. So go Hoy, Harker, Unger. 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the fourth. Pitch on the way, and this one misses outside, ball 1. It's a 1-0 count as Hoy digs in. Pitch coming home. This one fouled straight back. Pitch count goes 1-1. Trace Harker on deck. Freshman right fielder had a single on his last at bat. Pitch coming home and misses outside, 2-1. 2-1 count. Looks in, pitch on the way from Jameson, and this one popped back straight behind me. Pitch count goes 2-2 to Braden. Two balls, two strikes. Hoy digs in from the right side. Comes set, pitch on the way. Fastball catches the outside corner. Strike three gets him looking. They'll bring Trace Harker up to the plate. As I said, Harker had an RBI single on his last at bat. He has the lone RBI so far for the Panthers. Nobody on for him this time. One out gone. Pitch on the way. Misses outside. Ball one. Destin Unger on deck. Looks in. Kicks, fires home. Misses low. 2-0 count. Jameson on the hill still for the Mountaineers. He's pitched the whole way so far. We're in the top of the fourth inning. One out gone. Panthers at the plate. Pitch on the way as Harker watches that one catch the outside corner. Strike one. 2-1 goes the count. Panthers trail by 5 runs. Score here is 6-1. Wynn pushing in. Pitch on the way. And this one fouled off just a little behind that one. Two-two. Jameson fires home. This one fouled off. Make sure the ump's okay. That one came off his helmet. 2-2 count, one out gone. Harker steps back in. So you're in the 8 spot in the lineup. 9-hitter in the lineup. Unger on deck. This one misses high, full count. Top of the fourth inning, nobody on. Harker at the plate in a 3-2 count. Jameson sends it to the plate, misses high and in, puts Harker on with a walk. Brings Unger up to the plate. Top of the order awaits behind Unger with Gatlin Keeling. Unger struck out in his last at bat as he digs in. Unger playing second base for the Panthers today. Checks off over at first on Harker, brings it home. Catches the outside corner, strike one. Oh, 1 count as Jameson looks in. Dobson sets him up behind the plate. Checks off on Trace over at first. Jameson looks in, checks, deals it to the plate, goes off speed this time. In there, strike two. Oh, 2 count. Gatlin Keeling on deck for the Panthers. Jameson checks off, comes home, and this one misses high and in, ball one. It's a 1-2 count to Unger. Checks off, looks in, throws over to first, traces back and safe. He's in time. Field could use a little water. It is dusty today. Dry. Pitch on the way, gets him looking at the knees. Strike three called. Unger strikes out. Keeling comes up. Runner at first and 2 outs gone for Gatlin Keeling. He's had a fly out to right field, a fly out to center field in his 2 at-bats today. Sam Peterson will be on deck. Checks off, pitch coming, goes off speed, misses outside, 1-0. It's a 1-0 to Gatlin. Jameson checks off, goes to the pickoff move at first. Runners back and safe. Takes his lead as Jameson looks back over there again. Now looks into Dobson behind the plate. Gatlin's ready for it. Misses high. 2-0 count. Two outs gone. Checks off on the runner at first. Pitch coming. This one drilled out to deep left center. It's got a shot to get out of here, and does. Gatlin Keeling goes yard and puts 2 runs up for the Panthers. What a shot there for Gatlin. Senior comes up big, puts the Panthers back in this one in the top of the 4th inning with a 2-run home run. That brings Sam Peterson up to the plate. Big home run there to left center for Gatlin Keeling, the senior. Makes this a 6-3 ball game in the top of the 4th inning. Peterson digs in, batting in the 2-hole. Brings to the plate, misses high, 1-0. Two outs gone, and Keeling has cleared the bases in front of Sam. See if Sam can get on. Pitch on the way, and this one popped up. Right field. Right fielder takes a couple steps back, now charges in and makes the play for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, but not before the Panthers get a 2-run home run from Gatlin Keeling. They trail it 6-3 as we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99 as first one's in there for a strike, second one fouled off. Sorry, get back into this one a little late. 0-2 count with Carson Allen on the hill. Looks in. Panthers now trailing by 3 runs. Pitch on the way, and this one misses outside. Ball 1. 1-2 goes the count. They've moved some of them around here. Let's see who we've got over here playing first base now. That's Hutzel. Pitch on the way. This one outside. 2-2 goes the count. So Hutzel come in to play first, as now we'll have Hoyt Matthews playing second base. Two goes the count. Pitch on the way from Carson Allen. Swing and miss, strike 3. So Anderson strikes out. Rauscher comes up to the plate, batting from the right side. He has struck out twice today. but he has battled in both at bats. They were good at bats. Pitch on the way from Carson. He checked at that, said he'd come around. Strike one. 0-1 goes the count. 0-1 count, 1 out gone. Carson Allen on the hill. Looks in as Caden passes him the signs. Comes set, kicks his leg, fires home. This one popped up. Doesn't look playable. Hutzel gives chase, but won't even be close. It's out. Out of play. 0-2. 0-2 count, 1 out gone. Caden will pass the signs along to Carson Allen. Nobody on here for the Mountaineers. Pitch on the way. Misses high, 1-2. On deck, the pitcher, Jamison. Carson looks into Caden. Pitch on the way, and this one singled out into right center. It will be down. As Gabe Linton gets it back in. Puts a runner at first with 1 out gone. Here comes Jameson. As the pitcher, Jameson, comes up to the plate, runner stands at first base and 1 out gone. Ross behind him on deck, the DH hitter. He'll keep him honest, throw it over to first. He's back and safe. 1 out gone. Runner stands at first. Panthers trail it 6-3. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carson looks in, runner goes. This one pulled out in the left. That'll be down for a single. Puts runners at first and second. So back-to-back singles. Brings Ross up to the plate, the DH. He's walked and struck out today. They're going to bring in a designated runner for the pitcher. Gaddy comes back in to run. Ross comes up wearing the number 17, bats from the left side. He's won his first at bat. Said he leaned into one. He was out across the plate, said he leaned into one, come back, and we wound up walking him anyways, but runners at first and second as Ross digs in. 1 out gone. Carson looks in. Checks off back at second. Looks to the plate, pitch on the way, and nearly throws that away. Caden Richardson somehow goes up and gets that thing. That was high and away. One 0 count. Carson looks in, checks off on his runner. Gatlin gets back over into position. This one misses high and away, ball 2. Two 0 goes count as Ross steps back in. Looks in, checks off back at second. Looks back in, Caden sets him up, goes to the pickoff, and it runner's back and safe. Throws it back to Hoyt Matthews there. Hoyt gets it back to him. 2 0 count. Looks in, comes set, checks off. Looks to the plate. This one fouled off. Pitch count goes 2-1. With 1 out as Carson checks off at second. Looks back into Caden. Turns, throws to second, and throws it out into center field. Runner's going to break for third. Now it gets back behind Gabe. And this is going to bring a run in. Got a throw coming to the plate, but it won't be in time. So now runner stands back at second, 1 out gone. Ross is still in a 2-1 count. Carson checks off back at second. Looks to the plate, pitch on the way, misses high and away, ball 3. 3-1 goes the count. Carson looks into Caden. Caden sets him up. 3-1 count. Ross, the DH at the plate. Pitch on the way and misses, ball 4. Ross has drawn his second walk of the day. Here comes Leeper. Leeper had the bunt single and he had a fly out to right field in his last at bat. Has runners at first and second with no outs, or one out. Leeper digs in from the right side. Carson looks back, brings to the plate. This one popped up, heads up, coming in close. 0-1 goes the count. Carson looks in as Caden sets him up. Runners at first and second, the 0-1 count. Carson looks to the plate, and this one popped up back behind us as well. Puts him an 0-2 count. Has number 3, Jones, on deck. Jones he's 2 for 2 on the day. There's 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Oh, 2 count. Digs in from the right side. Leeper's ready. Carson looks into Caden. Checks off on his runner back at second. Brings it to the plate. This one drilled back over to Hoyt. Flips it to Gatlin. The throw to first is in time as they turn the double play. Groundsman to a 4-6-3 double play, and that'll take us to the top of the 5th inning. Panthers trail it by 4 runs. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers trail this one 7-3. Caden Richardson will lead it off, your senior catcher for the Panthers, as we go to the top of the 5th inning. We'll go Caden, Hoyt, and Carson Allen. 1, 2, and 3 here, so your 3, 4, and 5 hitter right in the middle of your order coming up. Carson Allen has come in and calmed things down from the mound. He's done a pretty good job up there. Pitched in a little bit of trouble, but he's battled. Pitch on the way, and this one just misses outside, 1-0. But on the other side, offensively, Harker gets on, and then Gatlin makes him pay with a 2-run home run to get us something going. This one misses high, ball 2. Two 2-0 count. Jameson looks in. Pitch on the way from the right-hander, and this one grounded to the shortstop. He's got it off the hop. Throw is brought him up off the bag, but tags him for the first out. Groundsman to a 6-3. Frustration here for the Panthers. Hoyt Matthews comes up. Looks in, Hoyt at the plate. Pitch on the way, and this one sent out there to left center. That'll get down for a single for Hoyt. Second single of the day for Hoyt. So he's 2 for 3 on the day. Here comes Carson Allen. Carson's 0 for 2 on the day as he digs in from the right side. Gabe Linton on deck. Runner stands at first as Carson digs in. Wind picks up again just a little bit. Pitch on the way. Goes off speed and fouled off. Pitch count goes 0-1. 0-1 count, 1 out gone. Hoyt takes his lead over at first. Pitch on the way, swing and miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 count, 1 out gone. Carson Allen at the plate, pitch on the way. That one high and in, 1-2 count now. Hoyt Matthews stands at first for the Panthers. Carson digs back in. Jameson, the pitcher, checks off on Hoyt. Looks back at first, now looks to the plate. Pitch on the way, just outside. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out gone, and a runner at first. Panthers trail it by 4 runs. Score here is 7-3 in the top of the 5th inning. Looks in, pitch on the way, and this one just in on his hands. It's going to be a race. Can he get it? Slides in safe. Runners are both safe. Carson slides into first. That was a nubber to the second baseman. It was a race between the second baseman and the pitcher to try to get there. And Carson beats it out for an infield single. We have time here. He's going to get a runner for Carson, who's pitching. Kind of got a little limp after sliding in over at first. Sounds like he's called for Eli Golden to come in and run. So Golden comes in to run the bases. Runners at first and second. So now you have Eli at first, Hoyt over at second base, Gabe Linton at the plate. Gabe has walked and had a fly out to center field. 1 out gone for him, threatening here with runners at first and second. Jameson checks off, now steps off. He was looking at Hoyt back there at second, then steps off, resets here. Braden Hoy on deck. Pitch coming to the plate, started at it, laid off, misses low and away, 1-0. Good to have Gabe back out for his senior year. I think last year he went and was on the golf team. Came back to play baseball for his senior year. We're happy to have him. Looks in, pitch on the way, and just missed in, 2-0. Gabe in a hitter's count here. 2-0 as Gabe steps back in. Looks in, comes set, Jameson checks off. Pitch on the way, fastball, just got him on the inside corner, strike 1. 2-1 count. Wind pushing in, sunny skies at the ball field. It's warmed up a little bit. Pitch on the way, misses high, 3-1. He was looking at throwing it over to first. Eli gets back. 3-1 count, 1 out gone. Looks in, checks off, looks back to the plate, pitch on the way. This one, a dribbler back to second. There at second, throws, gets away from him at first. Gabe rounds first, heads to second. A run comes in for the Panthers. So they get 1 out. But the wild throw pulls him off the bag at first. Had the fielder's choice, so gets the out at second, throws it away over at first. Runner comes in for the Panthers, who now trail by 3 runs, and it looks like they want to talk it over on the mound. So as the Mountaineers coach comes out, talk this one over, we'll kick it back to the studio. We're in the top of the 5th inning, trailing by 3 runs with 2 outs gone. As we send it back, you're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. As coach for the Mountaineers come out, wanted to talk this one over. Not sure if he was asking for some sort of obstruction or something on the base paths from the throw or what's going on here, but they're talking it over. 2 outs gone. Two outs gone. Panthers trail by 3. See if we can get these boys back to playing some baseball here. Braden Hoy coming up to the plate. Trace Harker will be on deck. So Gabe grounded into a fielder's choice on the 6-4. The throw got away at first. So Gabe was safe and rounded and made it all the way to second base as Hoyt Matthews come in to score. So the Panthers get that 1 run back that they gave up in the bottom of the 4th, but still trail it by 3. Score here is 7-4 with 2 outs gone. But you have a runner in scoring position back there with Gabe. See if Braden can find some of that grass. Trace Harker on deck. After Trace, we'll see, well, we may see, we've had a change there. Probably see Hutzel. Was Unger 0 for 2 on the day. Hutzel came in to play first base. They moved Hoyt Matthews over to second base where Unger was playing. Braden Hoy digs in from the right side with 2 outs gone. Jameson, the pitcher, he's pitched the whole way so far for the Mountaineers. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss, strike 1. Oh, 1 count, 2 outs gone. Looks in, comes set, checks off back at second. Pitch coming to the plate, and off speed, catches the inside corner, strike 2, 0-2 count. 0-2 count, runner takes his lead at second. Harker on deck. Braden Hoy digs back in. Jameson checks off on Gabe at second, looks back to the plate, checks again. Taking his time, and Braden calls time, steps out. Braden steps back in the box and an 0-2 count. Kicks, fires home, catches the outside corner and gets him looking. That'll do it here in the top of the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers add 1 run in the top of the 5th. They trail it by 3. Score here 7-4. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Carson Allen, he slid into first earlier. He kind of came up limping a little bit, and he still doesn't look 100%. As he's coming off the mound, he's got a little bit of a limp. Says he's good to go, though, so he's going to give it a go here in the bottom of the 5th inning on the hill. Panthers trail at 7-4. As leading off will be number 3, Jones. 2 singles on the day, has 2 RBIs on the day as well. Bats from the right side. That's 7 in the order, so we'll have 7, 8, 9 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Carson looks in, pitch on the way. Just caught the outside corner, strike 1. A 1 count, Carson dealing here. And missed high and in. Pitch count goes 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way from Allen. This one gets away from Caden. Comes all the way to the backstop. Pitch count goes 2-1. Two-one count. Carson looks in. Pitch on the way, swing and miss, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes as Jones steps back in. He's 2 for 2 on the day. See if Carson can get him out right here. Pitch on the way. This one popped up, shallow left, long ways to go, and it will drop in for a single. Out there in no man's land. Back behind third, long ways to go for Gatlin, who was charging. Braden Hoy was charging in on it. Little blooper to left, falls in, puts a runner at first. Of a courtesy runner for him, number 11 coming in. So Evans comes in to run the bags. Brings Johnson up to the plate. Shortstop, he's bunted on and walked today. Had the suicide squeeze, so he has 1 RBI on the day. So he digs in from the right side. Runner takes his lead over at first. Shows bunt again. Gets it down the first base line. The toss to Hutzel. In time as he grounds him into a 1-3. You can see Carson's not 100% coming after that ball. Able to get there and make the toss, but got a little limp as he's trying to run that down. Runner takes his lead back at second. As Zerby digs in, pitch on the way, misses outside and gets away from Caden. Runner advances to third, puts 1 at third with 1 out gone. Zerby at the plate, batting in the 9-hole. Kid is quick on the base paths. It's a 1-0 count. Zerby at the plate. What has he done today? He's bunted and walked. 1-0 pitch on the way, and this one chopped back to the pitcher. Carson there, throw to first in time, gets him, another 1-3. Takes us back to the top of the order with Dobson, 2 outs gone and a runner at third for him. Panthers trail by 3 runs. And now what's the discussion about here? And no. They just came out here and called him safe. So after discussion between the two, home plate ump goes out and talks it over with him. So they call him safe. That's gonna, wow. Puts him on the corners with just 1 out now. To the top of the order with Dobson as he comes up from the right side. Carson comes set, looks to the plate, runner goes, misses high. The throw from Caden. They call him safe, said he slid under the tack. Puts runners at second and third. I thought as soon as Caden made that throw, I'm surprised they didn't send the runner from third. Pitch on the way, and this one chopped to Sam Peterson. Throw across the diamond is in time for out number 2. Gets a run in, though. So drives one in, moves one over to second. It's a 4-ball game now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Panthers trail by 4 runs. Allen looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one out there to right field gets down in front of Harker. They're sending them around third. Throw comes in and won't be in time. Puts them up 9-4. So Anderson comes in, gets a single to right field. Rauscher comes up. Rauscher from the right side, 2 outs gone, runner at first. Drops it in there, strike 1. It's an 0-1 count, pitch on the way. Checks at it, drops in, strike 2. 0-2 goes the count. Runner takes his lead at first. 0-2 count, pitch on the way. This one chopped to short. The throw from Gatlin is in time, but pops off the glove of Hutzel. Runner will be safe. That'll bring up Jameson. So Jameson comes up, has a single, and he's also been hit by a pitch. He has runners at first and second. He's also the pitcher, so he can help himself a little more here. Pitch on the way, and this one grounded, gets past Hoyt and gets out into right field. He's going to send him, and no throw to the plate, drives in another run. Panthers fall down by 6 runs here. Coach Kaufman's going to come out here and talk it over with Carson, see if he makes a change. So he comes out. Panthers give up 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. And see if he's going to make a change. See what he wants to do here. Looks like he's going to be making a pitching change. As he does, we'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Gatlin Keeling coming into this was going Weir. And did we bring somebody else in? Because it looks like Hutzel is staying over at first. Caden Murphy's come in to play shortstop. So Murphy now into the game. 2 outs gone. Runners at first and second. Gatlin Keeling steps off, walks the runners back to the bags. Ross up to the plate. How's Ross's day been? He is the DH. He's walked twice and struck out once. He's the 8th batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Mount Vernon. Pitch on the way, runners go. This misses inside and gets away from Caden. Comes all the way to the backstop. One 0. It's a 1-0 count with 2 outs gone. Looks in, pitch on the way, and this one fouled off. Pitch count goes 1-1. Runners stand at second and third. Gatlin Keeling, first batter he's seen today. Now the 4th pitcher of the day for the Panthers, who trail this one 10-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ross digs in from the left side. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 2. Had him way out front. It's a 1-2 count as Ross steps back in. See if Gatlin can get this last out. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. He fights this one off foul. So Ross keeps his at bat alive here in the bottom of the 5th. Panthers got to get back up to the plate, get to work. Running out of outs in this one. Gatlin Keeling checks off on his runner, comes home with it, watches it go by. Strike 3 called, gets him looking. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning, but the Mountaineers put up 3 in the bottom of the 5th to make this a 10-4 ball game. Panthers trail it as we go to the top of the 6th. Who do we have coming up? Looks like it'll be Richardson, Matthews, and see what we're going to do with Carson. They've pulled Carson, as we'll have probably Caden Murphy in that spot. So that'll be 1, 2, 3 coming up in the top of the 6th. As we send it back to the studio, you're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Hey. Yeah. $3.99. Visit with Jay Loveland. Go see Jay over at Jay Loveland Auto there in Mountain Grove. He's out here. His grandson's playing some JV ball after this one. Panthers trail it by 6 runs. Jamison on the hill still for the Mountaineers in the top of the 6th. The pitch on the way, and this one fouled off. I am off, sorry. It is Harker leading this off. Richardson led off the last one, so it'll be Harker, Hutzel, and then the top of the order. Pitch on the way, and that one misses. 1-1 count. Trace has had a good day. Sangled and walked today. Come in to score. Pitch on the way, and this one out into right field. Get down, and just foul. Missed it by about a foot out there. Pitch count goes 1-2 now as Trace will have to come back and try it again. Pitch count goes 1-2 as Trace gets back, tries it again as he digs in. Jamison looks in, pitch on the way, comes back inside and gets him looking. That'll bring Hutzel up to the plate, his first at bat of the day. He's in place of Unger. As Hutzel digs in from the right side. Nobody on and 1 out gone. Gatlin Keeling on deck, pitch on the way. This one grounded to short. Has it, throw across the plate, and said he got the tag. Came up off the bag to get it. 2 outs gone as he grounds him into a 6-3. Back to the top of the order as Keeling comes up. 1 for 3 on the day, but that one was a 2-run home run. He's also had a fly out to center field and a fly out to right field. Top of the 6th inning, trailing by 6 runs as Keeling digs in. Jameson brings to the plate, misses low and away, ball 1. 1-0 count. Keeling digging in from the right side. Sam Peterson on deck. Sam's made contact today. Pitch on the way. And just catches the outside corner. Gets the strike call. 1-1 to the count as Keeling digs in. Pitch on the way and a low and away, ball 2. Two-1. Down by 6 runs, top of the 6th inning. 2 outs gone, nobody on for Gatlin. Comes set, comes to the plate with it, misses high, 3-1 count. Need a big rally here. This one started off at 11 a.m. today. Nice little cool breeze, sunny skies. Pitch on the way. This one grounded back up the middle. Shortstop is there. The throw again. This one did not get the tag. So Gatlin is safe at first. Throw pulls him off first again. First baseman walks the ball over to the pitcher as coach wants to come out, talk it over. Down by 6 runs. We're in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs gone. Gatlin Keeling right now stands safe over at first, and now they're going to visit about it. And safe is the call. They stay with the call. As that'll bring up Sam Peterson. Peterson in place of Mayberry, by the way. Sam is 0 for 1 on, or 1 for 2, excuse me, 1 for 2 on the day. He has a single and had a fly out to center field in his last at bat. So making contact. As a runner standing over at first, Jamison goes back to the pickoff move and throws it away going to first. Keeling makes it around second, head into third. And puts the brakes on him over at third base. Slides in safe. See if Sam can bring him in right here. Caden Richardson on deck as Sam digs in from the right side. Pitch on the way and catches the inside corner, strike one. Gave him some off speed there to get him started, 0-1 count. Gatlin takes his lead at third. Pitch comes to the plate. Swing and miss, strike two. Oh, 2 count. Jamison looks in as Dobson sets him up. Pitch on the way, misses outside. Dobson walks Keeling back to third. It's a 1-2 count. Looks in, pitch coming. This one fouled off. One-two count, 2 outs gone. Peterson keeps his at bat alive. Gatlin was breaking to the plate, trying to take the home plate. Looks in, Jamison brings it home. This one just foul down that right field line. It's a 1-2 count. Peterson tries it again. He's fouled off the last 2. That one was close. Just about shot that right down that right field line. Jamison set. Runner takes his lead at third as Jamison looks into Dobson. Dobson sets him up. Pitch coming to the plate and a little check swing at it. Fouls it off. It is high and in. A little defensive swing. Pitch count stays 1-2. Kicks his leg, fires home. This one fouled off as well. Peterson's fouled off 4 in a row now. Steps out in a 1-2 count, 2 outs gone. Gatlin Keeling, the runner over at third base, has Caden Richardson on deck. Pitch on the way, chops this one down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play. Throw is not in time. RBI single for Sam Peterson. Brings Caden Richardson up to the deck, or up to the plate, excuse me. Hoy to go on deck. Caden wears the number 4, senior catcher for the Panthers, bats from the right side. Caden has a line out to the pitcher. He singled today, and he's grounded into a 6-3 as well. Digs in from the right side. Jamison has pitched the whole way for the Mountaineers. Pitch on the way, misses high with a fastball, 1-0. Runner stands at first for the Panthers. That's Sam Peterson. Hoyt Matthews on deck. Caden digs back in. Jamison looks in. And time called. Caden steps out. Caden steps back in here for the Panthers. 1-0 count. Pitch on the way and just missed outside. Pitch count goes 2-0. 2-0, 2 outs gone. Peterson takes his lead. Pitch on the way, and this one grounded to the second baseman. Has it. Throw to first. Gets away. And then Caden gets tripped up. Sam makes it all the way over to third. Caden heading to second. Sam now coming in to score. Caden safe at second base. And now we're going to have time. Coach wants to come out and talk it over the Mountaineers. We'll see if he's going to make a change. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. As they make a pitching change, they will bring in Gann to pitch. As he moves in from right field. Hoyt Matthews coming up to the plate. He'll be the first one to see him. Runner stands back at second. They do have a courtesy runner in for Caden Richardson. Checks back at second. Checks, looks again, pitch on the way, misses high, 1-0. So Panthers have put 2 runs back here in the top of the 6th inning. Trailing by 4 now with 2 outs gone and a runner at second. Checks back, looks to the plate, misses low, ball 2. Two-0 count. Gann checks off, back on the runner at second, looks back to the plate, pitch on the way. In there, strike 1 called. Goes 2-1. Steps back in as Gann looks in, Dobson behind the plate. Checks off at second, looks back in, pitch on the way. This one gets down out there in right field. Another single, then pops away. That's going to score a run for the Panthers. Hoyt Matthews rounds first, heads to second. And that will be an RBI for Hoyt Matthews. It's going to bring Caden Murphy up to the plate. So Mount Vernon put up 3 on us in the bottom of the 5th. Panthers answer back with 3 here in the top of the 6th. See if we can keep this a running. Murphy digs in from the right side. Runner takes his lead at second. Pitch on the way. Watches that one go by for strike 1. 0-1 goes the count. Checks back on Hoyt at second. Looks to the plate. Pitch on the way. This one right back to the pitcher. Grabs it off the hop. Little lob over to first in time. Gets him out of the 6th. But the Panthers cut it to a 3-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers have cut this to a 3-run lead. 10-7 the score here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up, Leeper will lead it off. Leeper leads it off. What's he done today? So he had the bunt single, had a fly out to right field, and he grounded into a double play on a 4-6-3 as he digs in. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Gatlin Keeling now pitching, misses high here, ball 1, 1-0 goes the count. Gatlin Keeling, the 4th pitcher of the day for the Panthers, started off as Brylan Mayberry, went to Hoyt Matthews, Carson Allen, and now Gatlin. Pitch on the way, this one misses as well. We go to a 2-0 count. Leeper digs in, Jones on deck, Johnston will hit after him. Pitch on the way, misses high, 3-0. 3-0 count as Gatlin looks in. Pitch on the way and says it's there for strike 1. 3-1 count. Pitch coming to the plate. This one popped to left center. And what a, did he make that play? Wow, what a play there from Braden Hoy. Sliding, diving catch there. I didn't think he had a chance at that ball. That thing just hung up there just long enough. He slides under it for out number 1. Jones comes up to the plate. Jones on the day is 3 for 3. Also has 2 RBIs. Pitch on the way, goes off speed. It's there for strike 1. Pitch count goes 0-1. On the way, swing and miss, strike 2. Stayed off speed with him, had him way out front. 0-2 count, 1 out gone as Gatlin looks into Caden. Jones steps back in the box. Keeling brings it to the plate. This one grounded to short and booted over at short. Beats it out on the throw. Bring Johnston up to the plate as they have a runner at first now with 1 out. Bobbled it around a little at short and just that little bit of extra time on the throw. Couldn't get it there in time. So they have made an adjustment here. 52 has come in, or 53, excuse me. Wade Adams, a junior. So Adams comes in for Johnston. Johnston's day is bunt, walked, and grounded out to the pitcher, so Adams will come in. Where's the number 53? Go to the pickoff move over at first. He's back and safe. 1 out gone as Adams digs in. Panthers trail it by 3 runs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Had him inside, swung at it. 0-1. Had him jammed up there. Oh, 1 count, 1 out gone. Runner takes his lead at first. Keeling checks off on the runner, brings it to the plate. Misses low and away, ball 1. Pitch count goes 1-1 with 1 out gone. Keeling looks in, pitch on the way. This one grounded to Hoyt and gets under his glove. That'll be an error at second base. Puts him at first and second. That'll bring Zerby up to the plate. Zerby has, let's see, he is 2 for 2 today. Bunted on, singled, and has walked. Runners take their lead at first and second. 1 out gone. Gatlin checks off back at second base. Looks to the plate, pitch on the way. And it's there. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. 0-1. Oh, 1 count as Keeling looks in. Brings it to the plate. This one grounded to short. Murphy there. The throw to Hoyt at second gets him. So 2 outs gone. Runners on the corners for the top of the order. Grounded them into a 6-4. Fielder's choice there. Dobson comes up to the plate. Dobson has flied out to center field, flied out to the shortstop, and grounded into a 6-4. And grounded into a 5-3 as well. Throw over to first as he gets back in a safe. Steps in, digs in from the right side. 2 outs gone, runners on the corners. Panthers trail by 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch on the way, goes off speed, drops it in there. Strike 1 called. 0-1 goes the count. Checks back, looks in, pitch on the way, runner goes, and this one finds the gap, gets out into left field. So he splits the shortstop and third baseman. Runner slides in safe at third. As that gets away, runners coming to the plate and got him. Threw him out at the plate. As they'll throw him out at the plate. One does come in to score, though. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Panthers trail by 4 runs. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Panthers got to have a rally here in the top of the 7th inning, trailing by 4 runs. Need 4 to keep this game going. Just 3 outs to do it with. Gabe Linton comes up to the plate. Let's see if Gabe can get something going here. Gabe digs in from the right side. New pitcher is Gann, by the way. He came in relief there in the 6th. Pitch on the way. Watches that one go by, strike 1. Pitch count goes 0-1. Kicks, fires home, off speed, fouled it off. Shot that one straight back. Pitch count goes 0-2. Oh-2 count. Gann kicks his leg, fires to the plate. Jammed him inside, fouls it off, puts it back here on the Pee Wee field. Oh-2 count. Gabe Linton digs back in from the right side. Pitch on the way. This one back up the middle, and second baseman runs it down. Throw is in time. Grounds him into a 4-3. Braden Hoy comes up to the plate wearing the number 11, bats from the right side, plays left field for the Panthers. So he digs in with 1 out gone and nobody on. Panthers down to their last 2 outs. Pitch on the way. This one chopped back. Pitcher bare hands it, throw to first in time. Grounds him into a 1-3. Brings Trace Harker up to the plate. Whereas the number 21 plays right field, freshman for the Panthers, digs in from the right side. He's had a good day. He's got one strikeout. He's walked once, singled, has an RBI on the day. Came around to score when he walked. Pitch on the way, and this one just fouled off. 0-1 goes the count. Hutzel on deck. Pitch count goes 0-1. Gann looks in. Brings to the plate. This one fouled off.
Come on, Trace, let's go, bud.
0-2 to Trace Harker. 2 outs gone. Kicks his leg, fires to the plate, misses outside. 1-2 count. Way to lay off that. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs gone as he looks in, passes him the signs. Pitch on the way, and this one chopped down the third base line, played it off a hop, throw across the diamond in time, grounds him into a 5-3, and that is ball game. Panthers fall 7-11 here. As Panthers lose this one by 4 runs to the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. We're going to see if Coach wants to come over for a little post-game show. As we get ready for that, we'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Baseball on Big Country 99. Hey. Just keep running for me for just a minute. Got to figure out how to save this. Really?